I'm Dr. Manveen Brar from GWPC Sanganer, Jaipur, where I teach communication skills. The topic for discussion today is types of communication. When we try to classify communication, usually it becomes very confusing for the students, and the questions which spring up in their minds are, oh, types? Is it verbal and non-verbal? Is it vocal and verbal? Is it horizontal? Is it diagonal? No, it's formal and informal communication. So all this gets jumbled up in their minds. So keeping this in my mind, I have constructed a chart which gives us the basic picture. We will look at it first and then move on to study types of communication in detail. As you can see, types of communication has been classified into 4 categories first. The first one is, when we look at types of communication, the channels. So if we look at the channels, there are 2 channels of communication, the formal channel and the informal channel. If we look at directions, then communication can be downwards, upwards, horizontal or diagonal, that is cross channel. These are the directions. If we look at the methods of communication, then it can be verbal or non-verbal, and verbal further has 2 subclasses of oral and written communication. And last comes the levels of communication. We can communicate at the level of the group, mass communication, media, internal communication and external communication, interpersonal and extrapersonal, informational, public. So first of all, we divide into 4 groups. That is, we are going to classify it on the basis of channels, directions, methods and levels of communication. First of all, we will talk about channels of communication. Organizational communication network is made up of 2 types of channels which are interrelated and interdependent. These are formal and informal channels. Formal channels would be in the form of written communication, which could be a letter, a memo, an email, and informal would be a meeting, a social get-together. Now these channels work together to ensure smoothness, rapidity and correctness of transmission of the message in any organization. So the channels are 2, formal and informal. Next we come to directions of communication flow. Downward communication is when the senior person, the superior person, the person at the top communicates to the person below him, from the higher level of authority to the lowest level of authority in any organization. So it is downward communication. Upward communication, the communication takes place from bottom to the top, where the communication starts from the lowest authority person to the highest authoritative person in an organization. Horizontal communication takes place between peers and colleagues who are at the same level of seniority in an organization. It is a lateral communication where the same level of people communicate with each other. And then we come to diagonal communication or cross communication. In diagonal communication, the persons can skip steps. They can communicate crosswise in any way without any vertical or horizontal channels. That is, any level of person can communicate with anyone in the organization. This is the most democratic way of communication, and we also sometimes define it as communication by open door policy, where anybody can walk in and ignore all channels and communicate directly. Third, about other methods of communication. Now there are two methods of communicating. First is the verbal. The verbal means not just the spoken but also the written. Verbal is easier to define if we say that it refers to the use of words. When words are used in communication, oral or written, we call it verbal communication. Second is non-verbal communication, which is done without the use of words. And this means your body language, your facial expressions, your eye movements, your hand gestures, sitting and standing postures. And these are communication skills that you can work on. You can work on them very consciously. Most of this communication used to earlier take place at the unconscious or subconscious level, where emotions and feelings are conveyed and understood. But we can also learn these skills and improve our communication. Lastly, the levels of communication. When a group of people interact with each other for work, to share information, to develop ideas, to solve problems, or just for the sake of entertainment, then it is called group communication. When people interact with each other with the help of modern mass media, which includes books, newspapers, cinema, television, radio, and internet, etc., this is the most common and fastest way to communicate with a large number of people. This is called mass communication, where large groups communicate. Media communication is communication with the help of electronic media such as computers, cell phones, LCDs, videos, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram. This is an ever continuing and evolving process which goes on all the time, and the webinars which are being held in today's time of lockdown are a very good example of media communication. When communication takes place within the organization among different managers, departments, superiors and subordinate officers, we call it internal communication. If the communication is with outsiders, including suppliers, customers, the government officials and the public who are not a part of that organization, it is called external communication. When the communication is direct, face-to-face communication between two individuals, then it is called interpersonal, between two people. And individual communication is when a person communicates within himself or sends a message through his body language, signs, postures and gestures. Extrapersonal communication requires perfect coordination and understanding between the sender and the receiver. Intrapersonal communication again can be defined as communication which takes place within a single individual, often for the purpose of clarifying ideas or analyzing a situation and techniques of how to deal with external situations. Public communication is mainly used to inform, persuade and change public opinion. Now I would like you all to again go back to the table which we had created on the first page, and you will be able to understand that fully now. See, we are back. Types of communication can be divided into 4 groups. The first one is on the basis of channels, formal, informal, directions, downwards, upwards, horizontal and diagonal. Methods of communication are verbal and non-verbal, and then communication takes place at various levels which we have discussed in detail. I hope you have got some clarity about the topic now, and if you have questions, please get back to me through email at chandigarh233@gmail.com. Thank you.